One witness described disturbing scenes. Others detailed alleged coercion and abuse. And Diddy? He remained largely stoic, almost unreadable. His isn't just a trial, it's a high-stakes legal battle unfolding with bombshell revelations. I've been following every turn, and what's emerged is captivating. Here are 7 moments that have significantly shaped the narrative. But first, if you think you know the full story, you might be surprised by what's come to light. From chilling video evidence to celebrity connections, this courtroom drama is about more than just guilt or innocence, it's about power dynamics and alleged patterns of behavior. I've been diving into court transcripts, witness testimonies, and reports that offer a deeper look. And wait till you hear bombshell number 5, it visibly affected those in the courtroom. People were audibly reacting. But we're starting with something just as unsettling. Drop a fire if you're ready for the details that have been revealed. Here's a pivotal piece of evidence. A widely publicized 2016 surveillance video was shown in court, depicting an alleged assault. This footage, reportedly from a Los Angeles hotel, shows Combs in an altercation. It depicts a situation where Combs is seen beating, kicking, and dragging his former longtime girlfriend, Cassie, who testified that the assault occurred as she tried to leave. This video has been a central part of the prosecution's case. Diddy's legal team acknowledged the video's existence and the domestic violence but argued the overall relationship was consensual, attempting to frame it as a private dispute not directly linked to the sex trafficking charges. The prosecution, however, has used it to demonstrate a pattern of coercion and control. The defense has maintained that while the incident in the video was regrettable, it doesn't prove the wider allegations of sex trafficking. The emotional weight in that room was palpable, as this was one of the first major pieces of visual evidence. Comment below, do you think this video is a critical piece of evidence? Because what else came out has raised even more questions. You know how they say when things get tough, allegiances shift? Well, the trial has revealed some interesting dynamics. While Madolari hasn't made a formal statement regarding the trial, his past public disagreements with Diddy over business dealings have resurfaced. 50 Cent, who has openly criticized Diddy for years, has continued to be vocal on social media, often commenting on the ongoing legal situation. I've been tracking public reactions, and it's noticeable. Celebrities who once publicly associated with Diddy appear to have gone silent. Artists who had ties to Bad Boy Records are now less publicly engaged with the situation. What's particularly significant is that some individuals who might have been expected to support the defense have reportedly distanced themselves, citing various reasons. One observer noted, "It's a stark illustration of how quickly public perception and alliances can change under intense scrutiny." The public discussion around this has been immense. Former collaborators are re-evaluating past associations, and the silence from some former friends is notable. What celebrity reaction or lack thereof has stood out to you the most? Let me know in the comments, because the next bombshell involves allegations of financial influence. Here's where things reportedly took a turn. Public reports indicate that Diddy settled a major civil lawsuit with Cassie Ventura swiftly after she filed it, for an undisclosed sum. Beyond that, there have been allegations of attempts to influence witnesses in various legal proceedings. While specific secret settlement offers to key witnesses in the criminal trial haven't been widely confirmed in public court transcripts, the broader theme of financial influence and potential witness intimidation has been a point of concern in some of the civil cases. Reports, though often unconfirmed in public court documents, have alluded to attempts to pressure individuals. The prosecution in the criminal trial has focused on alleged patterns of control, which can include financial leverage. The indictment against Combs alleges a pattern of racketeering activity which includes, among other things, bribery and obstruction of justice. This suggests a focus on the broader enterprise. The implication is that powerful individuals might try to manipulate outcomes. While the specific details of every alleged settlement offer aren't always public, the ongoing nature of the civil lawsuits and the broad allegations in the criminal indictment suggest a multifaceted legal challenge. Drop a money bag if you think financial power plays a significant role in high-profile cases. Because our next bombshell involves someone who has first-hand experience with Diddy's legal entanglements. Remember Shyne? The rapper who served a prison sentence related to the 1999 nightclub shooting involving Diddy. He has publicly discussed his past and his relationship with Diddy. While Shyne hasn't testified in the current criminal trial, he has previously spoken about his involvement in the 1999 incident, suggesting he took the fall for Diddy. He has implied that he felt a sense of loyalty that was not reciprocated. He has stated in interviews that he remained silent for years, believing he was protecting Diddy. His personal accounts shed light on promises made and broken, and a dynamic of loyalty that he felt was one-sided. Shyne's past comments resonate with the themes of loyalty and protection that are central to the current racketeering charges against Diddy. His story has often been cited as an example of Diddy's alleged influence and control over those in his circle. What he has revealed publicly about their past relationship, about promises and loyalty that only went one way, paints a picture of manipulation that has been part of Diddy's public narrative for years. This isn't just speculation. These are public statements from a man reflecting on decades of history. Comment if you think Shyne's public history is significant in understanding the broader context. Because what happened next involved deeply personal revelations. What I'm about to tell you is from sworn testimony in court. Fair warning. During the trial, alleged victims and witnesses have presented deeply personal and often graphic accounts. While not always a literal journal read aloud, their testimony has painted a detailed picture of alleged abuse. Witnesses have recounted patterns of behavior, including names, dates, and locations. Their testimonies have described alleged coercion, drug-fueled parties, and manipulation. The accounts have described repeated instances of abuse, attempts to seek help that were allegedly rebuffed, and feelings of being trapped or controlled. These individuals have testified about documenting their experiences, either through direct recounts or other forms of evidence. What has shocked many is the mention of other individuals, including some celebrities, who were allegedly present or aware of what was happening and chose not to intervene. Jurors have been visibly affected by the testimonies, with some reportedly showing strong emotional reactions. The defense has vigorously cross-examined these witnesses, aiming to challenge their credibility. The victims' families have been present in the gallery, and their emotional responses to the testimonies have been evident. But what happened right after that left even the judge to call for a pause. And it's our next bombshell that few anticipated. The prosecution has presented various forms of evidence, including audio. While the exact nature of all audio presented isn't always publicly detailed, reports have emerged of recordings being played in court. Accounts suggest some audio clips, potentially from private conversations, contain voices allegedly belonging to Diddy and others. While the specific dialogue isn't always reported verbatim, the gist of such alleged conversations, as described by those in court, often pertains to handling situations or individuals. The prosecution has introduced voice analysis experts and digital forensics to authenticate these recordings. Their experts have presented findings on the likelihood of the voices matching Diddy's. However, the defense has countered with their own experts, arguing that such audio could be manipulated or is inconclusive. This battle of the experts highlights the complexity of digital evidence. The alleged content of these tapes, discussing issues like making problems disappear or people who ask too many questions, if authenticated, could be highly damaging. But here's what has been particularly noted: observers in the courtroom have reported Diddy's demeanor during the playing of sensitive evidence. While many defendants show visible reactions, Diddy has often been described as appearing detached or unbothered. This calm reaction, or lack thereof, has been widely discussed as potentially impactful, regardless of the audio's final interpretation. Drop a headphone if you think audio evidence can be a game changer. Because his reaction to the next moment revealed much about his composure. This is the moment that has led many to comment on Diddy's courtroom presence. After weeks of devastating testimony, graphic evidence, and emotional displays from victims' families, Diddy's reaction has been a consistent point of discussion. He has often maintained a composed, even expressionless, demeanor. Witnesses and observers in the courtroom have noted his calm, almost disengaged, posture even during highly emotional testimony from alleged victims and their families. Those covering the trial have remarked on the unusual nature of his consistent composure. When the prosecution presented graphic details, when damning evidence was shown, when witnesses broke down, he has reportedly appeared unperturbed. Jurors have been observed reacting strongly to the testimony and evidence, with some showing visible distress. Yet, Diddy's composure has largely remained. It has been noted that even when a victim's family member had an emotional outburst, Diddy's expression reportedly remained unchanged. The judge has had to call for recesses due to the emotional intensity in the room, but Diddy has reportedly continued to review documents or confer with his legal team with a consistent, cool demeanor. His legal team has been seen conferring with him, likely discussing strategy and optics, but his outward calm has remained largely consistent throughout. Comment below, does this unflappable demeanor suggest confidence in his innocence, or something else? Because what's become clear next changes the perspective of this entire trial. Here's a broader truth about this trial. It's not just about alleged past crimes. It's also a significant test of influence and power within the entertainment industry. The outcome could send ripples far beyond the courtroom. Because while everyone is focused on the evidence, there's another layer. This trial is unfolding in real time, with immediate consequences for all involved. Every witness who has testified has stepped into a highly public and intense spotlight. Their lives are undoubtedly affected. Some have reportedly faced backlash, while others have been met with support. The celebrities who have distanced themselves? They're likely navigating complex professional and personal considerations. The implications for their careers and public image are significant. And Diddy's calm demeanor? It could be a display of confidence, or a strategic facade. The confidence of someone who understands the long game of power, beyond just a courtroom verdict. This trial isn't just determining legal guilt or innocence, it's shaping the narrative of an entire era and challenging existing power structures. These 7 moments are just a glimpse into the complex events unfolding. Every day brings new developments, new insights, and new questions. I'm following every aspect of this case because its implications are far-reaching. It speaks to issues of systemic power, accountability, and the voices that have historically been marginalized. If you want to stay updated as this story continues to develop, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. There's more to uncover, and the full picture is still emerging. And tell me in the comments, which moment in the trial has resonated with you the most? The detailed witness testimonies? The video evidence? The discussions around alleged audio clips? Or Diddy's unwavering composure? Because next week, I'll be diving into more aspects of this case, offering further insights. You won't want to miss it. The truth is multifaceted, and this story is far from over. I'll see you in the next one. Stay informed and keep seeking the truth.